research is on, or rather is titled, When Women Direct, Female Authorship, African Feminist Visuality, and Knowledge Production in Nollywood. My question with my research is to find out what happens when women direct. Because for almost 50 years, feminist film scholarship has been concerned with an important question. And that question is how women are represented in cinema. This question has generated influential work on gender, spectatorship, and visual culture. It has fundamentally changed how we understand cinema. My research, however, asks us to look a step earlier. Instead of asking only how women are represented, I ask what happens when women direct. And one might be wondering, why Nollywood? Nollywood is one of the world's largest film industries. It produces thousands of films annually, and it reaches audiences across Africa and the global diaspora. At the same time, we are witnessing an increasing number of women directing culturally influential films, yet the work of female directors remain comparatively underexplored. This makes it an important site for investigating female authorship. These questions guide my project. Together they move the discussion beyond representation towards authorship and knowledge production. The first question is, how do female directors shape cinematic meaning? And the second question is, how does directing function as a site of African feminist knowledge production? And lastly, how can female directing reframe feminist film theory? Existing feminist film scholarship has given us rich discussions on representation, spectatorship, and audience reception. And these obviously remain the foundation of my research. However, my research argues that directing itself should become a central object of analysis because directors produce cinematic meaning before audiences ever encounter a film. By centering female authorship, I shift the focus from how women are seen to how female directors produce cinematic meaning and contribute to feminist knowledge in Nollywood. My research brings together three interconnected concepts: female authorship, which positions directors as active creators rather than simply facilitators of production; African feminist visuality, which examines how African feminist ideas are expressed through cinematic practice. And these two together lead to a broader concept of knowledge production, where filmmaking becomes a way of generating theory as well as telling stories. My project combines literature review, film analysis, documentary, I'll be producing a documentary, interviews, and critical reflection. African feminist thought provides a conceptual foundation for my research because it foregrounds relationality, negotiation, context, and obviously knowledge production. And ultimately, my research contributes in three ways. It shifts feminist film studies from representation towards authorship. It positions female directing as African feminist knowledge production, and it repositions Nollywood as a site where feminist theory can be developed rather than simply applied. As the theme of this conference reminds us, every story I create creates me. My research suggests that when women direct, the stories they create also reshape how we see, understand, and produce knowledge about gender, about cinema, and about ourselves. Thank you very much.